Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nerds with Dice. It is All Hallows, All Dice, and we have been playing tons of really cool games here on the channel to raise money for Roll for Wishes. You can find our link to. I'm pointing this way. I'm not fully confident it is this way, but it's in the chat. There is a link to donate on Tiltify in the chat. And we will have incentives that I will get to in a moment. You can also find links for our merch, YouTube, and Discord in the chat. I myself, my name is Jilly. I will be your wizard god today, and I am super excited to be here. Today we are playing Definitely Wizards, a TTRPG about not being a wizard. And I will have our wonderful, wonderful friends introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about who they are and who they will be playing today. Before I do that, I would like to make sure that I highlight our incentives. And today, when you donate, you will be rewarded by being able to create chaos in the world of these definitely not wizards. For $5, you will be able to give one of them a reroll. For $10, you will be able to add a complication to their lives. For $15, you will be able to add a monster, and that will be at my discretion. And then for $20, you will be able to specify what monster you would like to add to the proceedings. And I am super excited to see what our wonderful chat can come up with for those. So a reminder that by donating to the link, which is on one of the sides of my face, and also a QR code that is floating in front of me right now, you can donate to a wonderful cause and help some people who really need it. Now we are going to go around to our wonderful players. We are going to hear a little bit about them and about the character they will be playing today. I am looking at the overlay, so I'm going to say let's start with Tall Halfling, because you are in the top corner.
Okay. Hi, I'm Steve. Tall Halfling on social, sometimes Tall Halfling RPG. For me, you'll find me all over Twitch and YouTube playing all kinds of silly role-playing games. But tonight I am playing the amazing Ethics. He's a stage magician who is quite definitely, certainly a wizard. Sure.
Certainly, definitely, perhaps a wizard. Excellent. And next we have Pun.
Hi, I'm Punlandia, sometimes Pun, sometimes Lan. You can find me most places on the internet as Punlandia. And tonight I am playing Semolina, Lena for short, who is of the Chosen One class. Lena is the Chosen One of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, but these aren't holy powers. No, these are definitely wizard powers that I will be using.
For sure. For sure, this is wizard pasta, is all we're saying. And I am going to have Danny go next.
Sure. Hey, Danny, he, him, Danny R. Mendoza, everywhere that internets are sold, or hopefully not sold. You can get it for free. Going to be playing Tasha, they, them. Definitely a wizard. Definitely not 5 dogs in a trench coat.
Who would even, like, how dare someone even suggest that?
I mean, it's absurd. It's frankly offensive. I'm a very serious wizard.
You are, I can tell. Sir Black.
Hi, my name is Sir Black, or Benny as my IRL name. I use he, they pronouns. You can find me around Blue Sky and Twitch as Sir Black 49. And today I'll be playing Dr. Devon, the Poppin' Alchemist. Why is it called that? Stay tuned.
There are glasses. I'm so pleased.
The wardrobe change is beautiful.
The wardrobe change is everything. Hello, all of you. Welcome to the chaos. Again, we are playing Definitely Wizards, which is by Elliot HT Art, and you can find this game on itch.io. It's real fun. Support indie game creators. They're rad. All right, let us begin. So, all of you on this maybe nerve-wracking day, find yourselves in a waiting room. You are waiting to take an exam. Now, you are fully aware that in this world, the only people who are allowed to use magic, because magic is so dangerous that you can't let just anybody who has some kind of power cast spells. All other magics have been declared illegal. So if you want to get a job where you can cast spells, you must be licensed. You have all created the paperwork and and you have taken the written test, and you are now facing the wizard certification practical exam. You know that this exam is a series of tests, of trials that are going to test how comfortable you are with magic, how learned you are, how wizardly you find yourself to be, and they find you to be. You are waiting. You are in this maybe a little shabby looking waiting room, right? There's stars on the walls in metallic paint, but they're a little bit faded and the glitter has flaked to create kind of a stucco effect. You are sitting in this room and you are waiting, and you have already noticed the others in the room. So we are going to go around, and I am going to have you all tell us what you are doing in this waiting room and what we see when we come upon you. Let's go in the reverse order from last time. So, Dr. Devon, what do we see?
I think you're muted. Are you all getting the audio?
I'm not. I was afraid it was
Oh,
me.
My bad.
No,
My
no.
bad. Sorry, I
I
was muted by accident. That was my
Got
bad.
that. Okay.
No worries.
Okay. All
The
right, my
fear
bad.
is okay.
All right.
Dr. Devon, take two.
Okay. All right. Right. That was the practice run. Okay. All right.
Practice run.
So you see the good doctor. He's just kind of vibing. He's just leaning against the wall, all cool style, just kind of listening to his music. I should be have music in this world, like on his earbuds. It's kind of like going and like while you see him he has like a whole a belt full of like these like mini like potion bottles, but for some reason if you like look very close at them, you kind of see that they have like bubbles in them for some reason. You know, like it's like that's kind of strange. Potion normally have that, right? But other than that, though, it's just kind of like chilling, be kind of has a very confident look to him. He's just, you know what? I got this. I got this. It's my day, our day. I'm definitely a wizard for sure.
Filled with confidence. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Tasha, please describe what we see when we look at you.
A stark contrast to Dr. Devon, just a bundle of neuroses. Tasha is looming quite large, possibly the tallest of the wizards, definitely wizards, in testing in this space. Just pacing in circles, parts of Tasha's body under their gigantic trench coat seem to be like moving in opposing directions. And if you get close, you hear just as though, I don't know, there's some sort of internal discord. Maybe it's just Tasha's stomach rumbling. And you could swear when the wand comes out for like a little flourish from inside of the incredibly large, oversized sleeves on this trench coat, you could swear that you hear like a sniffing sound as well. It must just be part of the auditory illusion like component of what they're practicing. Just very, very, very visibly nervous, but happy to be here. Totally a wizard.
I am so glad to hear that, because we know that this exam is wizards only. Excellent. Pun. When we look
So
at Semolina, what do we see?
So Lena is sitting there calmly. She has this enormous book, like comically oversized, like unabridged dictionary, large book open, and she's reading it very intently. And every now and then it might be obvious that the pages she's turning are the comic book that she's stuck inside and not the actual pages herself. So quite obviously she's trying to make people think she is studying.
Yeah, and you are just, not what they think you are. I
Wizard
love
was
this.
studious, so yeah, totally wizard.
Absolutely. And last but certainly not least, Halfling, what do we see when we look at the amazing effects?
He is in a full tuxedo, tails, the whole 9 yards, and top hat. He's been doing some simple basic card tricks, and which is about all I know. So you will not see any more of his work. At the moment, as his nerves are starting to get away from him a little bit, he's going to take off his hat, reach inside, pull out his bunny, and start petting it, and fur therapy to make him feel better as we're all waiting.
We love a comfort bunny.
We do.
Excellent.
Oh, I am very sorry. I have been rude. This is Bubbles.
Bubbles, the wise, the wonderful, the iconic. You have all been left here for what feels at this point like a little too long, right? Should it be taking this long? This is kind of like my experience at the doctor's office where you're like, should I say something or should I just, sit here for the rest of my life? And there is occasionally there's somebody at a desk, a receptionist of sorts, who is going in and out, and I would like let's have Pun roll a d6 for me.
The ducky die says 2.
The ducky die says 2. Well, we must obey the duck. Okay. The receptionist stands and says, "The next group, we're ready for you." And you are ushered towards a door that appears in the wall. Now, up until this point, it had, maybe you noted this, maybe you hadn't, but the only door to this room had been the one where you'd entered. And now there is a gold door that appears next to the receptionist's desk. And as you all, I hope, approach, otherwise this is going to be a very short session, you feel that there is kind of a thrum of magic around this door. It doesn't appear to be affecting your body in any way, but it does, you can feel the magic emanating from this door. And the receptionist is holding a clipboard and checking you off as you approach the door. And she says, yes, well, you have all signed the waivers, so It is my duty to welcome you to your wizard exams. There will be judges on the side of a two-way mirror observing your work. Please assume that you are being monitored at all times. You then get a little bit more of the you can't sue us if something happens to you. You signed a waiver. It's fine. And then she ends with a good luck and may your magic be with you. And
also with you.
she kind of looks and then nods and says, "Yes." And ushers you through the gold door, and through a little hallway into I'm trying to decide whether it's platinum or whether it's kind of a gem color. It might be like a vivid green. And I would like Halfling, can you roll me a d6, please?
I can attempt to. My cat is sitting on the mouse.
Well, I for one welcome our cat overlord.
Yep.
So
so that is a 6.
a 6. All right. You enter, I assume, this room.
Yeah, FX was feeling a little bit out of sorts when he was realizing that the door that hadn't been seen was not in fact a well-concealed trapdoor, but was like the real deal. But now he's been assured that he's going to have an audience the whole time, so he's fine.
Right. This is your in the parlance of another game, this is your favored terrain. So yes. So you all enter a room and we got a $5 donation. Does the $5 donation have a person they would like to go to? The reroll to go to? Speak into the chat, friend. You enter this room and you see what looks like a giant game board. And specifically, you see a giant board with ladders laid horizontally across the board and snakes slithering around from square to square.
Who just barked?
Just point over at the amazing sorry, what was your name again, Halfling?
Amazing
FX.
FX.
The amazing FX. Just point over at the amazing FX and go.
You did that?
Bubbles kind of bristles in his hat, but
Barking cats. How about that?
I like the snakes. They are a pleasing shape.
Speaking of which, Pun, you get the reroll in case you missed it in the chat. Thank you kindly for your donation. Yes, this is a giant snakes and ladders board.
All right. I'll make a good board game. Let's get it.
FX quickly conjures a large pair of dice.
Yes, you conjure yourselves a large pair of dice. They are. What do they look like? Are they floating? Are they tangible?
They are tangible. They're something he occasionally does in his show.
Here's my question:
Yep.
Would you like to roll for that?
We could do that.
All right.
All right.
In this game, for those playing along at home, there are 2 stats. There are Wizard and Wild. Wizard is things that you are doing to blend in. Wild is things, well, I guess I should explain better than that because both of them are things. Wild are spells that are a use of power that aren't spells. So are you attempting to cast a wizard spell and blend in, or are you using your natural talent for magic of the
I'm using my
non-magic?
natural practiced stage magic stuff.
Then roll wild for me.
Okay, so I am more wild than I am wizard. I have a 4 in wild, but I just rolled a 5.
Okay. So please hold. Gameplay. Right. I'm on the wrong page. That is why. Please hold.
No worries.
Oh, good.
Okay. So as you roll, you are conjuring, you are casting, you cast over your stat, and so you are going to roll again for the consequences. So roll another d6 for me to find out what the consequences are.
Okay, that is a 6.
The spell fails dramatically. So you get to describe what happens and add 1 to your wild score.
Add 1 to wild. But I don't reduce my wizard, right?
You do not
They're
reduce your
independent?
wizard.
Okay.
For those playing along at home, I'm playing a little fast and loose with the rules here, but
Okay. Yeah. So FX is a little bit nervous, even with an audience to please. He goes to produce the dice and produces a very, very, very long scarf instead. That keeps.
it is a beautiful scarf.
Mm-hmm.
So you watch your friend conjure, or your new collaborator conjure dramatically a scarf. Everybody.
I'd wear that.
Does the scarf have dice on it?
With a 6, absolutely not.
Definitely not. It's not even
That would be a
patterns.
mixed success. If there was a
Yeah,
die
yeah.
on there, it would be a mixed success.
He's going to wipe his brow and pretend he meant to do that and
Mhm,
put it away.
mhm.
Tasha doesn't have anything that would allow them to create dice. But what Tasha is going to do is ceremoniously wobble up to near where one of the snakes are slithering, sort of at the sort of border area, to enter this concoction of snakes and ladders, and is going to just go and conjure a ball of goop. Gross. Casting slime.
Casting slime. Roll wizard.
Alrighty, my wizard is 3, so even odds. And I got a 3 on the
Okay.
die.
Okay.
Okay.
All
right.
So, that is a success. So you describe to me what the slime looks like, and you add 1 to wizard as well.
Perfect. So thank you very much. Adding 1 to wizard. Now wizard is going up to 4. So as this is a full success, wobbling up there, barely holding themselves up straight, they get into position and they go, and out of both hands as well as the face, come 3 different slime balls toward the same snake, of varying sizes. The hand ones are a little bit smaller. The one from the face is a little bit more the size that one would imagine would be coming out of, you know, a human mouth, possibly, if one were to do that.
Sure.
It's goopy. It's got lots of stuff in it. It seems like it was mostly picked up from like the floor, but it's on purpose, and it's off-putting even to a snake.
So your desired. So I think the snakes that you aim at start to slither away because
Yeah.
it is repellent.
That's the idea. Trying to get them out of the way so we can cross.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah, they go over well, at least this part of the board. I'm gonna say 6 or so squares that you aim the slime at. The snakes all migrate over, and they kind of hiss at you suspiciously.
I'm gonna gesture toward the others over my shoulder, and you see the arms like turn back also, and in like an odd angle, and just go "Ruff, ruff," and come back around.
You're right,
Ex-
Tasha. That could have been a rough situation.
You get me. You get
Oh
me.
no. Oh no. Why did I not foresee the lasting of it all?
Or the Chewbacca, right? If it's a
Or the Chewbacca of it all.
Yeah.
Or Punlandia to live up to their name.
That's fair.
It's true.
That's fair.
It's true. Semolina or Doctor, would you like to what would you like to do in response to these things that just happened?
So I'm obviously going to follow Tasha. And so what is the physical setup of where Tasha is in the area that has been cleared of snakes?
I'm gonna say that Tasha has cleared. It's not because a snakes and ladders board, you generally go horizontally, kind of climbing. I don't think the slime is quite as precise as that, so it has cleared kind of 6 squares forward. And there is a path up across the room. Now, at this moment, you don't see anything on the other side of the room. There's no other exit to this room, but also you just left a room without an exit, so these things happen.
So Lena says, so do you think we have to actually follow the rules of the game or just use magic? Because if we were to use magic to make a really big ladder, maybe we could skip a few steps. So what I would like to try a transmogrify spell where I'm gonna slip my boots off to take out my socks, and I want to turn them into duct tape so that I can duct tape some ladders together.
You're turning your socks into duct tape. Okay.
Yes.
Let's be clear.
I
All
love
right.
it.
So far, we've made a
okay.
scarf, we've shot slime, and we're turning socks into duct tape. I love this.
As one does.
This is
Okay.
precisely
Standard
what I
Tuesday.
wanted from this game.
And we failed to create dice.
That
Okay.
is,
Yes.
we also failed to create dice. That is true.
Yeah.
The ducky dice failed me, so I'm using that reroll right away.
Yes. Thank you.
That is much
Good.
better. Ducky dice gives a 1. So it is duct tape, not duct tape. So it's the same.
So what is it precisely that makes, is it that it's covered in ducks? Is it that it quacks? What is the feature that makes this duct tape?
So, well, what it is, so these socks, which are gray, she balls up before doing the spell and sort of spins it into the circle, and it's got the duct tape brand logo on it.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yes, you now have essentially a ball of tape.
Okay, let's stick some of these ladders together and work our way up to the rungs of success.
Gonna help you with that a little bit, just sort of like nuzzle with my hands and all that, and you actually see a little bit of nuzzling happening from like where my sternum should be. Like I'm just like pushing forward with my sternum somehow, and moving over the ladders in that way. When you hear me try to actually grab them, you hear like a grrr, grrr.
You're right. It's a great plan, Tasha.
I'm just going to tape these ladders together to make a really, really, really tall ladder.
Great. I am not going to make you roll for taping ladders together. Although arguably I could. No. I already made you roll to create the tape. You're fine. So you are. How many ladders do you try to connect? Are you trying to get all the way across? Are you trying what? How much ladder are you trying to create here?
Probably as many ladders as the duct tape will allow, just to skip as many levels as possible.
Gotcha. Roll me a d6 as a. This is just a fortune roll.
2.
2. Okay, so you are able to connect. So basically, you get about halfway, which I'm gonna say I was. How many rows are there? I'm gonna say there's 8 rows on a snakes and ladders board because I don't remember. But you cover about 4 of them with your ladder, which is about the space that Tasha they managed to clear with their slime ball attack, for lack of a better word. So you now believe that you have ladders to cover half of the width of this room, essentially.
Okay, let's get it in position and go.
Before we do that, would I perhaps, building on a good idea, be able to use that ridiculously long silk scarf like rope to lash on one more ladder?
Sure. Roll. I mean, I didn't make pun roll it. Yes. I'm gonna say roll for fortune for me. So just a d6 and we'll see how much further it gets you proportionally. A 2. Okay. So you are able to get essentially another row. So of the 8 rows, you are now 5 rows across, and now the snakes are circling at that end of the ladder. They're kind of it's a whirlpool of it's a snake pool. It's a I'm trying to take B NATO and turn it into something useful here, but it's not working for me.
Snake pool. It's fourth wall breaking.
Snake pool is Deadpool's cousin, and you can't convince
Exactly.
me otherwise.
100%. 100%.
Not to be confused with Deadpool's young nephew, Kitty Pool.
Kidding.
I did not see that one coming.
Punlandia, he's coming for your territory there. Do you hear that?
Well,
Just
I mean,
following where I've been led. That's all.
I believe that everyone should pun. I should not be the only pun.
Pun is an acolyte of puns.
It's true. And an evangelist of puns, it seems.
An evangelist of puns.
Yeah, puns for everyone.
There's no pun better.
Hey,
Now
there we
we're all
go.
having puns of fun.
Now we're cooking gas.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, I mean, does anybody else have something they want to do to the snake pool? Dr. Devin.
Let's see. I can try to burn the snakes. So try this out. So you see Dr. Devon take out a potion from his belt. Gives a little shake. It's like, I call this bad boy red warning. Takes it, takes a little like swig of it, like but but you notice that there's like a little bit of like a fizz like coming out of the bottle. So
Mhm.
yeah, fun fact: these bad boys are popping, literally and figuratively. So what this gives me is it gives me a singe, and what I want to try and do is basically I want to see if I can. What's the nearest snakes I can try to pretty much like allows me like shoot a little bit of fire like toward like a snake to kind of like shoot off a little bit too.
So a question for you, are you on the ladder or are you still on the opposite side waiting to clear all the way before you cross? Because I know that at least 2 people are moving their way across the ladder.
I'm not on a ladder yet. I'm still like
Okay.
yeah.
So you can shoot for the other end of the ladder, which is where they're kind of roiling,
Mm.
or you could shoot the ones that are closer to you that are, if this was a bridge, they would be kind of under the bridge, right? They would be next to you.
Yeah. Let's go for the ones that would be like toward the end of the ladder.
Okay. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll. Let's see. Are you using a wizard spell or are you using your cool
I'm using a wizard spell.
wizard spell? Gotcha. Then roll wizard.
That is a 4.
A 4. Is that over your current wizard level?
Yes, mine is currently 3.
Okay. Then roll another d6 to see what the consequences are of this.
I got a 2.
You got a 2. So the good news for you is, I mean, I guess relatively speaking, is that it doesn't explode in your face. Nothing goes wrong. It just, the spell does not happen in the way that you want it to. So I think whether it is just you or whether you actually hear something, you kind of feel like you hear someone behind a wall just kind of give a little
I heard that. Got something to say to me?
and you add 1 to wild.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, wait, hang on. You do not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You rolled a 2. You do not add 1 to wild. It
Okay.
stays the same because it was a
Okay,
dud.
cool.
It didn't have bad consequences for you.
All right, cool. All right. I guess with that, I'll just try to climb the ladder myself along with the others. Then.
Okay. At this point, you can hear the slithering step up a notch as the snakes kind of all begin hissing in unison. And you notice, because Tasha is in the lead currently has already gone onto the ladder, correct? To cross.
Yeah.
And Lena is following, right? So these snakes are going to try to bite at the ladder. And they are going to rock it a little bit. And yes, Tasha.
I have a pitch. Well, I have 2 things, but I'm going to
Mhm.
do them in order to see if you buy the first less likely to be bought pitch.
Mm-hmm.
What if Tasha tries to cast Transmogrify? Description: turn a small amount of non-magical material into a slightly different one by turning the snakes into snakeskin boots.
I'm here for it.
Okay.
Just roll for wizard.
Alrighty. That is a 4, and my wizard is 4. So
Okay.
we stay
So
winning.
You stay winning. So the snakes that are rocking at the ladder, all of a sudden, they are boots.
Nice. Now, my question is, do they collapse as boots or do they continue to claw at the ladder as boots?
I think they're stomping. They're hopping.
They're stomping. I love it. Perfect. And just you hear Tasha to themselves going like confused noises and grumbles coming out of there. Like it was at first it was elation. It was but then just like they're arguing with themselves. And yeah, that's me. And I bumped my wizard up to 5 because I think since that worked, I have to add one.
Yes.
Copy.
You are more wizard than you have ever been before.
Yes.
Halfling
so
made a good
powerful.
point. They are hopping mad. That is true.
Hey, I love that.
I like to imagine this is like between classes when people are going up and down the stairs in like a school where it's just clump. Fantastic.
Sorry, cat stepped on my camera remote.
I, for one, welcome our cat overlord. Cat has decided no. So these snakes are now boots. There is still kind of a pool of them between you and the opposite wall of this room. So friends who are not on the ladder yet, what would you like to do? And Luna, because we just had Tasha do something. So Amazing or Lena, what would you like to do?
I mean, realistically, I'm looking at the boots and trying to visually gauge if any of them would fit me.
Sure. I mean,
as one
here's
does.
the question is, are you going to wrangle you some new boots?
If an attractive pair looks the right size, then yes, I am.
Okay. Roll for wild, I think is fair.
A 1.
Yeah.
Okay. You rolled below your wild stat. So
I know
you
how I'm going to do it.
Yeah. So you see a pair of boots that look the perfect size.
So from one of my pouches, I'm going to pull out a rope that looks suspiciously like a spaghetti noodle, and I'm going to just keep pulling and pulling and pulling it, and then tie it into a semi-sentient lasso to use to catch these boots.
Okay. So this noodle, I think when it comes out, it looks to the rest of you like it's just a pasta noodle. Like what? And as you kind of wrap and start swinging it, it seems to become like pulse with this energy. This is the spirit of the spaghetti noodle. This is your patron who is his noodliness is here with you today, and you are able to wrap your lasso around a pair of really cute boots, and they're still stomping a little as they kind of hop towards you, but you manage to pull them with the tensile strength of the blessed spaghetti towards you. And you now have a pair of semi-sentient boots.
I am going to slip them on and turn to the others and say, now that's using your noodle.
Hey.
Puns are the real magic here.
Honestly, though,
so true. So now we have shoes. So Amazing FX, what would you like to do?
Okay, so have we transformed all of the snakes or just that group of them?
That group of them, there are still some at the far end, but there are way fewer than there were previously.
Okay.
And some of them are just hopping. They're boots now. They might kick you. You don't know.
Okay, but some of them are still snakes. All right, so I have in various pockets all over my tux. I have, well, mechanically it's glitter, but we had flavored that as like the little puffs of smoke that magicians like to use for appearances and disappearances and all that stuff. And I'm going to grab several of those and toss them at the remaining actual snake-like snakes on the theory that flash of light, puff of smoke might scare the snakes away for just a moment and clear the way.
Yeah, that feels, unless you're, I think that feels like wild to me. That feels like
Yeah.
a wild roll.
Yeah, definitely using stage magic, not anything more. And that is a 5-on-5.
A 5-on-5. There you go.
Hey.
So you are successful. You manage to spook. At the moment the smoke bombs kind of go off, you're not sure for a moment because you can't really see that now it's very smoky over there. But you see that if snakes cough, they're going like and they and their boot brethren are retreating to the other side of the room.
Do I add one to wild?
You do, I believe.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
All righty. This is going to be interesting.
Oh, actually, you have an option here
Oh.
because you can either explain how you hide or disguise your spell. So basically, you kind of convince the judges that it is magic that you are doing, or you can add one to wild. So that is an option that you have with wild.
Okay. Yeah. I'm used to doing wild, gestures and diverting people's attention and making it look like it's magic and not just a thing that I had in my pocket. So I think I have a great deal of experience with this in particular, making it look like it's a magical thing and not something I just had.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is your showmanship that is coming out for you here.
Okay.
And now you have a ladder stretching in front of you, and then there is blank squares until the opposite side of the board.
Okay. Let me ask you one question, because the little smoke bombs are one of my props. If you use your prop in some way, you can add a point to wizard or remove a point from wild.
Yeah. Which
Okay.
would you like to do?
Okay, that's a good question. My wizard is 2, my wild is 5. So I can make a case either way. But if I get another wild, I'm gonna have to pass wizard. So let's get that at least up to 3, and there's at least a chance.
I see it. This is long-term thinking. I appreciate that. Yes. So Dr. Devon, now that the snakes have been cleared from your immediate vicinity, what would you like to do?
Let's see. I'm still on the ladder, correct?
Yes, you are exactly where you were. The boots are stomping away. The snakes are writhing away from the smoke.
All right. So actually, what I want to do is let me do this real quick. So what I want to do now is I want to show off a little bit for the judges and show them that I'm legit. Is I want to use my potions to essentially like jump my jump the rest of the way like from where I am like onto like the nearest like ledge basically.
Mhm.
Like I call this one take out one it's like a light brown color. I call this one Vanilla Dream Float. Observe.
That sounds like a roll to me. So make me so this is, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a wild roll, right? That you're
Yeah, I'll make it
making.
a wild roll.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Just gonna peek over my actual glasses because I can't see shit.
I also share this, so I feel this in my heart. We must make sacrifices for cool glasses.
All right, so I got a 5. My wildest 3.
Oh dear. Okay. So roll me a d6 to see what the consequences are.
Oh boy, that's a 6.
So the spell fails dramatically. Describe the outcome and add 1 to wild. So what happens?
All right, so essentially what I do is I like my best like power stance, and I go, let's get popping, and I jump, I jump and then I like try to like land gracefully, but as soon as I don't realize like how far from the ground, I was like and I just fall straight on my face and like almost prick my glasses, but I don't. But I take them off at the very end because I'm cool like that. And I'm like, oh, all right, I gotta work with that one a little bit. All right, but hey, it works. It works though.
I mean, technically something happened, right?
Exactly.
Technically a success, which is the best kind of success.
Exactly. Thank you.
Or as one of my science teachers used to say, we learned something. Excellent. Let's see. Tasha, you are the furthest along this ladder. What would you like to do?
I mean, being at the edge of this ladder, I think Tasha's feeling anxious and antsy to get fully across. So I think, is the ladder, help me visualize this, is the ladder up? Like, is it slanted upward, or is it more like straightened out?
So it's interesting you ask that, because it is straightened out, but as you walk, it doesn't look like you're ascending, but it feels like you're ascending.
So Tasha confers with himself, and then you hear a rumble from sort of the belly area, and then the others kind of ascend, and you all just see the sort of bottom shimmy a little bit, and like all of these movements inside of the jacket, just very light kind of movement, not super happy, gives a little more anxiety sense. And I think what's going to happen is Tasha, they're going to leap off the edge in the direction that they want to go and cast slowish fall on themselves.
Yes.
Maybe now you won't break your legs. So let's see how that goes.
Woohoo!
That is a 1.
Hey!
Hey!
You're the
But now I'm
slowest
at
falling dog in the land. I
Dog
mean,
Zig
wizard.
Zig. Yes, wizard. Definitely a wizard. Now I'm at 6 wizard though, so I can't cast any more spells until I succeed at wild.
Uh-huh.
But I did slowly ascend. So what you see actually is my trench coat fluttering in the wind, and as it does, you see these giant paws out the bottom, 4 of them out the bottom, and then grabbing on the inside. You see like a snout out one sleeve, a snout out the other, another snout in the middle, and another coming out there, and just a little as we slow fall onto the ground, and then the bottom of this definitely real wizard Tasha, who's just a single human person, moves around in a circle inside of the trench coat, and then just clearly sits, and the others just kind of and there's a little bit of shaking, and that's it. They just hang out there.
Yes, you're hanging out by the opposite wall, and sitting in an entirely normal human manner. Who would like to do something?
Well, I think Tasha has clearly shown us the way. I just don't want to be a copycat.
I feel like there's a copyright. There's a pasta pun here. Cap. You have to assemble it yourself. It's like a DIY pun.
I like it.
Well,
Cavatappi. Anyway.
I feel like cavatappi is a
oh, copy pasta. Yes,
Copy
pasta.
pasta. There you go. We found it.
thing.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sin found it. I see. Yes.
Sin- yep.
Caponara.
Yes.
Caipirinha? Capybara? No.
Like, I don't want to
Yes.
do the exact same thing because that's boring.
I mean, not if you fail your roll.
That is true. YOLO, I'm going to do the exact same thing.
Yeah! Throw yourself wildly.
That is a 5 when my wizard is a 4, so that is a fail.
Yay. I mean, oh no.
Oh no.
How sad.
You unintentionally use wild magic and cast a wild spell of your choice. Proceed as if this was a success, but add 1 to wild. So, I think what happens here is you try to copy it, but the pause, you don't have pause, right? So
No, I don't.
the gestures, I mean, human hands.
No pause, just pasta.
Pasta. This is the mistranslation. I'm fairly certain. You're just slightly less hairy than Tasha, the totally normal human wizard. So you accidentally summon the powers of your spaghetti monster. May his noodliness reign for 1,000 years and beyond. And as you do so, a rain of linguini comes from your fingertips. And you can't see through this two-way, or this two-way, one-way, several-way mirror. Two-way mirror. Never mind. I guess you can see this. And you see kind of a bunch of figures that are indistinct just kind of tilt their heads all in unison. And you add 1 to wild, but you do, with the power of Noodle Jetpack, get yourself next to Tasha.
And I'm loudly going to say, I sure do love transmogrifying my fingernails.
All right. Dr. Devon and the amazing FX, what would you like to do?
So I'm still on the ladder. I still have a little way to go. I've seen one person leap, one person leap and do it just fine, and one not so much. I'm gonna try almost the same thing with the leap and hope for the best, but I pull out a little bit of one of my common props. Steve is blanking on exactly what, and I'm going to transmogrify it to make it really, really sticky.
Mm-hmm.
So as I rub it between my hands and leap, assuming that I reach the other side, I won't like slide off.
Okay, so you're kind of creating a glue to kind of keep you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that as long as I can reach the other side and lay a hand on it.
Okay.
So
roll for me.
That is definitely a wizard trying to transmogrify. My wizard is 3. Woo! I roll a 2.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Let's go.
So it happens. It's like it's textbook is what it is, right? You rub it, you feel kind of this sticky substance on your hands. You launch yourself, your scarf blowing in the wind. It almost feels like you're flying for a moment. And then you actually almost overshoot and you kind of put your hands up against the wall and it sticks you there.
And now, of course, I'm realizing that I have glued myself to the wall.
Correct. Dr. Devon, you have just seen a pasta backpack, a slow falling, very suspiciously furry wizard, and a sticky stage magician and Bubbles the bunny propel themselves to the other side of the room. What would you like to do?
For the record, Bubbles stayed behind, watched me do that, and then just went boing.
Yes, Bubbles just jumped. Bubbles has never done anything wrong ever.
I mean, also Bubbles is a bunny, so jumping is
this is the brand.
Yeah.
Wheelhouse.
So where did I think I tried to jump across last time I failed. I'm not sure where I landed exactly, if I landed at all.
That's a great point. What were you had consequences, right? That was
so basically I
the
tried
spell
to
was a dud.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. So you didn't move is what happened.
Okay, so we can pretend I go let's get popping. It's like a okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right, let's say that.
Tragic.
Okay. It can't fail twice, right? I'm gonna do it again. All right, I want to do it again.
Nice.
All right, let's see. That is a 4.
A 4. And what is your score?
It's also a 4.
Okay, that is a success. And you tell me what this looks like when you successfully make this jump.
All right, so this is the real vanilla dreamboat. So once again, take a little swig of my vanilla dreamboat, give it refreshing, and then one more time, I point toward the two a. Can I see the 2A mirror here clearly?
Yes.
All right. So I point to the mirror. It's all right, y'all, check this out. For real this time. That was practice. It's I get my little power stance. I go let's get popping, and then I actually like jump. You see a trail of like fizzy potion like from my feet. Like it kind of like propel me like from the middle of the ladder, and then once I like reach the ledge, then I just like stick the landing like so hard, it's like like, and I do like a little. I even do the dab like the.
Yeah,
Like,
it's majestic,
mhm,
like a champagne cork.
mhm.
You spring and land, and like you feel like you just nailed that.
Hmm.
And you add 1 to wizard.
Let's go. All right.
All right. So you are all on this side of the room. You are before what appears to, well, I say before. So amazing FX, you are currently slightly glued to the wall. But there is what appears to be a blank stone wall in front of you.
I'm going to go ahead and transmogrify this sticky goo back into something that wasn't sticky.
Great. Roll for wizard.
That is a 2 again.
A 2 again. You're killing it with the wizard right now. So you add 1 to wizard.
Yep. I am also setting myself up for disaster. I am now 5 in wizard and 5 in wild.
Yes. So a note for this, I'm doing a little bit of hacking with this because in the original system that this is based on, just for those playing along at home, you can't go over a 6 total, or I guess you can, but you balance them. I'm sort of playing fast and loose with that because I'm treating them as separate stats because I think it's funnier that way. So yes, you are 5. You are the most magic you have ever been right now. You are getting closer and closer. What do you turn it into?
Just a little shower of like glitter, I guess.
Yes, shower of glitter. It goes everywhere. Some of you definitely have glitter on you now.
Sorry.
That's from the left hand. Just
The left hand.
Oh, bless you, human. Bless you, Tasha, human.
I want to scoop up some glitter and rub it on my boots.
You do. I'm not making you roll for that. You can.
I mean, can we roll for style? Because I feel like that's a
Sure. I mean, have you put the boots on?
Yeah, I'm wearing snake boots
You're wearing the snake boots.
that are now
Or
covered
are
in
they
glitter.
wearing you? Are you
Are they?
riding
I
the
mean-
snake boots technically?
I will say for the moment, you're having to suppress the urge to just hop your way.
I like that they're
Works for me.
mounts. You have 2 mounts on your
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
These
Just trying
boots.
to keep things in scale.
Halfling makes a great point. These boots were in fact made for hissing. That is correct.
That's very good. Love that. So you say the wall in front of us is just still like blank wall?
Yes, it is blank wall.
I think very real human Tasha is going to get up awkwardly, shambly up top, and is going to shimmy over the wall, and then is going to just sort of like lift a leg and is going to just pee on the wall.
Sure. Roll for wild, certainly.
Yeah.
Come on, acid attack.
That is a 6, which is way higher than my 3 in wild.
Great. Roll another d6 to see what the consequence is.
So Punlandia, you joke about acid attack 100% if the boot idea had been turned down, what I was going to do was going to be a peeing acid attack. That was going to be the other move. 2 is what I rolled.
Unfortunately for all of us, the spell peters out and doesn't do anything.
You just see what was moving suspiciously or not, like a normal human wizard would move under their coat. Just slows slightly at like a sort of shamed pace, and then just falls clearly. And then Tasha just sits immediately, like right next to where they were peeing. Just,
Tragic.
and, sorry,
Very
and
tragic.
Wild stays, just so I'm doing it right, Wild stays the same?
It
There's
stays
no-
the same. There's no change.
Cool beans. All right.
All right, how about some doctor's orders from this one from me? So I take out a like a bright green potion. It's like, let's try some acid avalanche. So I give that a good like a sip, and then basically I try to use acid to try to break through the wall. And that's
Okay.
with the spell.
Yes, that is a wizard spell. So roll wizard.
All right. That is a 4, and my wizard is also a 4.
Okay, that is a success. You're killing it.
Yeah.
All right, so basically I literally just like just kind of like like walk coolly toward the wall and like give the wall a good like like Fonzie like, and then like the wall instantly just like vaporizes. Like you can hear like the like a pop like this sound like that sounds done.
Lena's boots hiss just a little bit back.
I hiss back at them. Sis. See, I did it better.
Please don't antagonize my shoes.
Tell them that time as me.
You so you create a hole in this door or in this wall to create a door, and I like the idea that as this happens, right next to it, a purple door just appears immediately after. But you are able to pass through this. It seems to like the acid seems to keep eating at the stone to create a larger archway, and you are able to proceed into the next room, which I would like. Who hasn't rolled a d6 for me yet to determine a place?
I don't think I have yet.
Yeah, Dr. Devon, please roll for me a d6.
As we're on our way out of the Snakes and Ladders room, I can't resist. I pause and give a good bow to my audience.
Yeah.
Probably
you-
throw down
you're
one
not-
of the little smoke bombs and do a like vanish.
Yeah,
effect.
you're not sure if it's real or not, but in your head you feel like you hear the applause. It's yeah.
It's implied.
It's implied.
It's implied.
Exactly.
Dr. Devon, what did you roll?
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. Okay. You enter into what appears to be a large kitchen. There are wood-burning ovens and lots of shelving, a huge table. There's, maybe some of you don't know, but the very fancy mixers that cost too much money and are in really cute colors and patterns, they have all the attachments. This is like a grand worth of mixers here, easily.
Oh,
So like one.
Yeah, like precisely. This is someone who's
75% of a mixer. Yeah.
yeah. this is someone who has seen the prices on mixers. I got mine for free, and I will use it until the end of time. Yes.
We put one on our registry when we were getting married because we were in an apartment. We didn't have space for such a thing, but we figured it's the only way we are ever going to own one.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You know, it's one of those things that you leave to your children, and you know, you only encounter them once in your life. Shout out to Buy Nothing groups. Someone was upgrading. Someone richer than me was upgrading. Anyway, so the point is, it's a nice kitchen. And I would like, who else has not rolled for me for a regular old D6? Yes, Danny, roll for me a D6.
That is a 5.
A 5. Oh, that's so funny. I was thinking that would be a funny one. Okay. So you see that on the counter there's all of these appliances laid out. There are baskets of fresh produce on one of the windowsills, I guess. There are a bunch of different herbs that are in little pots on a shelf. And on the table, there are these little plinths, and there are like little stands, and there are 5 stands laid out.
I can't do magic. What do the plinths look like?
They look like they look sort of like very miniaturized versions of Grecian columns.
Nice.
With on top, the top is just kind of sort of concave, like they're slightly bowl-like.
I think Tasha's thirsty, or like maybe like 4/5 of Tasha's thirsty. Is how normal human wizards would gauge that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
just shambles over. But it's funny, the part that's not thirsty seems to be Tasha's bottom like 2/3, because it's not really wanting to move forward as much. But you see the top of Tasha's like bounding over the bottom, and the bottom is like dragging its feet going across. Over to the middle plinth, because middle plinth's always got to have something good. And you see the hands, because you know when you're thirsty, you put your hands in, right? And you put your chest right up to it, dip your head in, as humans do.
Yes.
Tasha does that right into the center bowl, like center plinth there. What do they find?
You find that it is empty.
Just sort of
So-
shambles back. Like,
If this is a kitchen, does it have like the stereotypical pot of water over some sort of a fire?
Yes, there is a, not only is there an oven, there is a fire that is, I mean, I wouldn't use the word roaring to describe it, but it is certainly healthy.
a purring fire, perhaps.
A purring fire, absolutely.
I'm gonna look and see if it's a soup or just flat out water.
It is what appears to you to be it smells like I'm trying to think what it smells like a perfume. It smells floral to you.
So that'd be really weird to cook noodles in. Dessert pasta? Yes, rosewater dessert pasta.
Rosewater dessert pasta.
If
There
there
you
is
have it.
flour, then I would like to start making noodles just the old-fashioned way. No magic, just find egg, find flour, find a little bit of water from that pot, and just start making noodles.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
I feel like
Also, yes, I donated. Everybody gets a reroll.
All right.
Yay!
that's so sweet of you. Thank you. I thought
Thank
you
you.
donated to add like a monster. I was like, this is gonna be amazing.
I mean, I can add my own monsters. I wouldn't have to donate to do
You
that.
don't have
I
to
could
donate.
just add the. You're not gonna know. But yes, I could add to donate to add my own monsters.
That's awesome. No, I was gonna say I think Tasha is really appreciative of the support that Semolina provided back in the latter situation, and so Tasha maybe just wants to go help out. All 5/5 of Tasha is united in this. It comes over and goes, and wants to help like get supplies for you and stuff. Just be like your sous chef.
And I would
Oh,
also
that's so
really
cute.
like to dangle the noodles across across Tasha's arms.
1,000%. So you actually see that Tasha's chest extends outward as normal human chests do, and so you can drape it across an arm, and then this center thing that all humans have, and then an arm over there on the other side. So there's more draping room.
This is wonderful.
I too have a normal human chest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're making pasta. What else is happening in this room right now?
Is there anything like baking at all in any of the ovens, like a
Sure.
cake or something like that?
The oven is on. It's preheating, but there is nothing currently in there.
You know what? How about make a I want to try and make a cake again the old fashioned way.
Okay. um I will need to make everybody roll for what the quality of what they're making in this a wizard exam. So please Lena and Devon roll wild, because I don't think, unless you can argue that you're using wizarding abilities for this.
No, I'm gonna be the wild.
2.
I got a 3.
Okay.
So the
Um
2 would put me at 6 wild unless I can use my costuming and
I'm very
pull,
excited for how this is happening.
and use my giant encyclopedia to be basically, while I'm making this, I'm also reading about different kinds of ingredients of some kind. I'm looking up herbs.
You're looking up herbs. Okay.
And that would enable me to remove the point from wild that I would gain from succeeding in this.
Sure. So you're right
Allegedly.
back there, but that's fine.
Go status
yes.
quo.
No status quo.
Yeah.
And Devon, you rolled below, right? Or you're
Yes.
okay. Then yes, you are successfully cooking in this kitchen. And amazing ethics. What are you doing while Tasha is helping Lena and while Devon is baking?
Well, I think my first mission is clear. I'm going over to the baskets of produce and finding a nice carrot for Bubbles the bunny, of course.
Of course, naturally.
But I think watching everybody else, I'm not sure how this is flavored in game, but I think it's a good time to cast Hunch,
Okay.
which gives you either gives you a sense for what somebody else is thinking, or a hint as to what the intent is.
Okay.
So that is wizard. Yeah. Okay, that is 3 rolls in a row at which in which I've gotten a 2.
Okay. You're if you're winning, you're winning. So who are you trying to get this impression from?
So as I read it, the spell does two different things. You can either try and read somebody's mind, or or it says get a hint at what to do next, which sounds to me like a separate thing. But if it has to come from somebody's brain, then I'm trying to get it from whoever's behind the mirror or
Yeah.
whatever
I
it
think
is in
that's
here.
entirely reasonable. You rolled a 2, so I think that is entirely fair. And the impression that you get is like there's kind of a pleasant feeling of, they seem to be enjoying watching what is happening. But they're kind of curious, and I think you're able to put together that while the cooking is so nice and fun, it is not in fact magic, and this is a magic exam. So perhaps something that augments or enhances this process is what they're expecting.
Okay. I mean, I personally, I would maintain that turning flour and water into pasta is in fact a form of magic. But I understand that the wizard judges may not agree.
Is this not transmogrification? Yeah.
Okay, if I want there to be a mechanic. If you would like to, with your showmanship, convince these judges that this is transmogrification, I'm here for it.
I'm gonna have to think for a moment. My brain
Yes,
is
please do.
testing.
Devon, how's the cooking going?
Actually, while my cake is baking, I want to make a drink to go alongside it, and this one actually will be a wizardry drink. So I pull out one of my potions. This one's called Raspberry Riz. Basically, what is going to make the whoever like drinks it, like think more fondly of me, the doctor.
Okay, roll it.
All right, I'm gonna call this a wild. So let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that is a 5.
Is that below or above?
That's above.
Okay, roll another d6.
Oh gosh, that's a 6.
So it goes catastrophically wrong. Tell me how.
Okay, so essentially, like I do my little mixing of the drink, but it all of a sudden it how when they like open a pop and like shake it too much, like it just like overflows. It's kind of like that, but also, like you see like a big like a tiny like a puff like a death symbol. It's like mm. I had like right away like okay. And
My
I like
automatic thought was just a llama. He's supposed to be dead.
All right, that is a work in progress.
So how many plinths are there?
There are 5.
Okay. Lena very confidently announces to everyone, I have solved this puzzle. We are to prepare a 5-course meal to give our examiners a magical evening.
That makes sense.
As a demonstration inspired by Lena's declaration and by the showmanship that we've seen from the rest of the party, really, decides to do the most amazing, awe-inspiring, magical feat they have ever performed in front of anyone ever by breaking into 5 pieces and going up to each of the plinths individually, having turned themselves, a real human wizard, into 5 dogs. After which point they will come back and reconstitute themselves. So they just break apart just, and rush over to each of the 5 plinths and present themselves with proper showmanship and decorum at each plinth. Yeah, that's what I got.
Is that a wild roll?
It is a nobody else knows that because they're totally a real human wizard.
Sure. Go for it.
Yeah. Big money too. Oh, that's so exciting. That's very good. All right.
You succeed, and now I have to work out what that means. Okay.
Can I also say, by succeeding, my wizard 6 pops down to wizard 2. So now I can cast spells again. That's exciting.
You're the most
Heck yeah.
successful dogs.
Oh,
Wizards.
good doggos. Good doggos. All right.
So I'll tell you what happens. So these dogs that are obviously a wizard proceed over to the plimps, and they sit on the plimps, and they look phenomenal and amazing. But what you think they're missing, Tasha, is this needs to be, Lena is right. You need to be displaying these meals in dog form to the examiners to show them how your 5-course meal is augmented by your definitely wizard transmogrification of yourself into dogs.
Love that. Question mechanically, do I take 1 wild then, or do I describe how I hide or disguise my spell? I mean, I can't really, I'm not doing
You
it, so
can
I have to take 1 wild.
choose whether you do that. Which you do. Basically, you're trying to make it look like you're performing a spell when you can't, right? Mechanically here.
Correct, indeed. Which I think means I have to take a wild, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with taking it up to 4. It doesn't bother me. That's funny though. Yeah, so you have assistance now, Lena, and any of you really who want the help. All 5 components of the very real single human wizard Tasha are at your disposal, 1 at each plinth. And just so you know, everyone, you see a bull mastiff, a Yorkie, a Dachshund, Chihuahua, and a Beagle.
Correct.
Yeah. Tasha.
I like to think that those are the 5 elements inside all of us.
Right.
There.
Wow, Tasha, get a dog in you for real.
I feel like I should have seen that one coming, and yet I didn't at all.
That was really good. That was really good. That was
Don't get any
magical,
ideas,
judges.
Bubbles. I'm not doing that.
Bubbles is like,
Yeah.
Having intuited that the judges are looking for something amazing, the amazing ethics is going to lean into what he's good at. this is a very well provided kitchen, so I'm sure he can find some like napkin rings and some small like serving bowls, and he's gonna clear off a space on the big work table and start doing a very theatrical, very meant to look like it's actual magic cups and balls.
Excellent. Roll wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean he's leaning into.
He's leaning into the what? I just have to think about it because they both start with W. You understand my dilemma? Oh no,
Yeah.
has your time come?
So okay. I made a point just because it was silly of using my wizard prop, my bunny, with the bit about the carrot.
Yeah.
When you use a prop, you can reduce wild by 1.
Yeah.
My wild is currently 4, and I just rolled a 5. if I had not given a treat to Bubbles.
Yeah. It's so important to give treats to your bunny. On behalf of the pets, let me say, treats are always the correct answer.
So it is a fail.
Yes. Roll a d6 to see what kind of consequences you get.
Just a 1.
Just a 1. Okay. So it just doesn't happen the way you want it to, right? It just peters out, right?
Yeah, I haven't practiced with these cups and these balls. Yeah.
Lena, what are you gonna do with this pasta?
So I've got one of Tasha helping me. So I'm going to be a bit theatrical about this and say, okay, time to use wizard magic to conjure the sauce. I'm going to take a big like serving fork thing and be like, okay, swirl it around and I'll use magic for the sauce. And so when Tasha swirls it, I'm going to use a minor illusion of me just doing wizardy hand motions while I'm actually going to reach inside my utility belt of pouches, pull out a can of Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs, dump it on top. That is my very magical plan.
I love that.
That's so magical.
And do you give this to one of the many elements of Tasha the human wizard?
Yes, Tasha the human wizard is helping with the diversion of the spinning, provided Tasha agrees to assist in this spell.
Okay. Yes, you give Tasha the human wizard in many dog form this beautiful performance, right? And what are you doing with this cake, Devon?
So once it comes out, I actually want to try something different. So I want to give the cake a little bit of magical flair. Kind of like basically make the instead of like frosting, kind of like make it like a basically like an ice cream frosting, basically. So what I want to do is I take a like a light blue potion called Frostbite, and I want to use my spell Frost Dip to like help to make like a ice cream like frosting, basically.
Roll wizard.
Nice.
Oh god damn, it's a 6.
Roll a d6 for consequences.
All right, that's a 2.
Okay, so it just doesn't work. Which is the most depressing version of it, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it sizzles for a moment, but then it just flops. It looks like icing.
Oh.
I'm not sure which part of Tasha the extremely human wizard in dog form comes over, but kind of like sniffs at it, I assume.
I like to think it's the bull mastiff that comes over. Just the absolutely behemoth of a dog comes over to You see giant nostrils. And then
Hey,
just
what? Try some.
big lick on it, and just like, how does it taste?
Kind of like a mix between like we'll say like kind of like a vanilla blueberry kind of thing.
Oh, so this totally normal part of human Tasha that is not at all an independent dog named Trunk looks over at you with pleading eyes and goes, "Ooh, ooh, ooh," asking if it can have it.
I give him a piece of it. Just one piece.
Wagging
hu-
tail furiously,
Good
gets up
humor.
on gets up on back legs, just puts its big paws on you. It's actually standing taller than you now. Just and you kisses.
As the mastiff kind of waves its face around and the crumbs kind of fly, some hit the nearest plinth, and there is a dog with its paw. One of the other dogs has its paw on it, and it lights up.
Oh, and that dog is actually the Chihuahua, and it goes. The Chihuahua, who is totally a part of Tasha, the real
The
human
human
wizard,
wizard.
and not Hardimum the Chihuahua. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The H in Tasha.
I mean, clearly
Hypothetically.
coincidental, right? Yeah, exactly.
Amazing ethics. Bubbles the bunny is still chewing on some of the carrot
Mhm.
and kind of makes a hop towards one of the plinths.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to check on him, pet him a little bit. He's still near the basket of produce. While I'm over there, I palm a lemon,
Mm-hmm.
and then back at the table, I'm gonna take one of the bowls that I was trying to use for cups and balls, and pour in a little bit of baking soda, and then make a big deal of casting the acid spell, which is really just
Yes, that is wild. Roll wild for me. Oh no, wait, it's wizard because you're rolling acid.
no. I am not casting acid.
No, you're not.
I'm
My brain could have got
Yeah.
okay. All of
I'm
these double
just
words.
squeezing a lemon
Yes.
into
You are squeezing a lemon.
that is a 1 under 4.
Yeah, so it's a
Hey.
total success. You go like ooh, and then you think you hear clapping somewhere in the distance, and Bubbles kind of looks up at you, and then looks at it, and then looks at the plinth, where, or at least one of them is currently lit up with a paw and some crumbs on it.
So first of all, I should clarify, my wizard has been hanging out at a 6 for a while, but having succeeded on a wild, it resets.
You're back to 2.
Yep. My culinary pride says I have to make the actual like loaf of bread or something, but if this is really all they want, I guess I can I'll put the bowl of baking soda and lemon juice over on the
Acid.
plinth to rye, to proof.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. I'm gonna make the bread. It's just good place to prove it.
As you put it down and you are touching it, it lights up.
These wizards have no culinary standards at all.
Truly.
That would not get me a handshake. That's just not.
Two of them are currently lit up.
Natasha, do you think we should put a serving of spaghetti on one of the plinths?
You
We're gonna
see the dachshund and the beagle are both ready to. The Yorkie's just hanging out over there, not paying any attention to the
Sure.
other side.
Yorkie is in its own world.
Yeah,
Um,
100%. Just standing
as
on the plinth. Just how did it get up there? I don't know.
Mm.
oh,
Uh,
as the bowl sets down next to the Yorkie on the plinth, it lights up
nice.
and a door appears in the wall of the kitchen where once was the very expensive mixer. So the very expensive mixer is tragically gone. Fallen through your fingertips yet again. And you are able to proceed into the third room. We are going to, at this slightly late juncture, take a quick break. So we're going to take about 10 minutes. We will hydrate ourselves, run to the restroom, do whatever you need to do, take care of yourself. Remember that there are incentives in the chat. You are able to donate and get all kinds of cool things, not just during this game, during all our games. And there are some cool little non-game specific things that you can also get, including a TTRPG bundle that you can look at through the Tiltify link. So we will see you. Well, I have hiccups. We will see you all in a few minutes. But meanwhile, take care of yourselves. Welcome back to this fun and exciting game of Definitely Wizards, in which all of our players are playing people who are most definitely wizards, and are currently in the middle of their wizard practical exam. Things are going fine. This is very fine. So after the 2 rooms that you have already conquered, which were a Snakes and Ladders game and a kitchen. That's it. It was a kitchen. That was it. You have found your way into the archway that leads to the 3rd and final test. I am going to have let's see. Halfling, can you roll a d6 for me?
It's a 4.
A 4. Okay. Enjoy this close up of my nose as I read this PDF.
Enhance.
You would think, and yet, re-roll for me, Halfling.
Uh-oh. Okay, 1.
Gotcha. Okay, now, Benny, roll a d6 for me.
All right. I got a 3.
A 3. Okay. I'm enjoying this more and more. And Pun, roll a d6 for me.
6.
Roll again. A lot of the 6s for this are roll again.
1.
Okay. And Danny, roll me a d6.
Let's do it. That is a 1.
A 1. Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
So I'm going to explain what you see when you go through this doorway. Bear with me. Because the way that this game is designed for those playing along at home is as the rooms go on, they get more and more complex. You walk into what at first appears to be a sort of dungeon. There are some crates scattered about. There are some sharpened sticks and what looks like very old rusty weapons that are on the floor around the room. And it's not as big as the previous the Snakes and Ladders room. The Snakes and Ladders room was a large game board room. The kitchen was a little bit smaller, but still fairly spacious. This is fairly cramped in comparison. And then you notice that the walls are covered with vines. They are also covered in wires and ropes. And protruding from the walls at various levels appear to be large stone faces. And you can see something shimmering on these stone statues. You see 3 of them in all. And each of them seems to have something that glints in the torchlight that manages to make its way into this dark room. And whereas the other rooms appear to be largely floor-based, you can't even see the ceiling in this room.
All 5 of them at the same time. Just and and then they look over to each other. They look at the rest of you. They look back at each other. And all of these parts of the very clearly single human wizard, Tasha, who are totally not different dogs named Trunk, Alma, Sally, Hardamum, and Ampersand, come together into this trench coat and reconstitute themselves in the totally normal human form of this definitely wizard Tasha. And as they come together, they would like to discern a hint at what to do next. And so they cast Hunch.
Hunch. Roll it, wizarding doggos.
It's not very likely to do well because right now wizard is a 2. That is a 6.
Roll a d6 to see what the consequences are.
Yeah. That is a 4.
All right. Oh, I gotta go back up. Please hold.
no
4. You unintentionally use wild magic and cast a wild spell of your choice. Proceed as if it was a success. So it still does succeed, but you will add 1 to your wild score.
Okay, so I'm gonna put wild up to now 5. Just want everybody to know that's real dangerous. And I think that I accidentally cast simple illusion, make a thing look like something else if you squint. And so what happens is all 10 eyes in the single human wizard Tasha look out at these giant edifices, and you all may also, if you squint, see this too. They all squint at the same time, and it looks like the edifices are smiling.
It is fairly alarming.
FX looking around this room, seeing crates, sort of, making them think like warehouses, industrial, etc., and weapons and walls festooned with vines and wires and ropes is immediately thinking there's got to be a generic term. The thing that stage magicians do with, like, with shackles and saw blades and escape stuff. Basically thinking Houdini.
I mean, it's escapism, right? No, escapism is a different thing.
But you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So you said that each face has something that glints. Anything in particular, or just they're like glinty parts?
So I yeah, the if you're asking about the illusion, they would all look like they're smiling.
So you are, yes. There is also, you are correct, Halfling, that there is some, I don't know that you could see from the floor right now, but there is what it's like below the smile, and actually the smile now is helpful in that it gives you kind of a basis for where things are on this face. So it's creepy, but it's also useful. And below the smile, each of them has something that glints on it, and they are scattered into the into, not, one is up in the corner, one is about, I guess you can't see the ceiling, but one is about 60 feet up, one is about 30 feet up, and the other is way higher.
I would like to, you said there were vines and ropes. I would like to climb to the 30-foot one because I want to see what the glinty sparkly is. I mean, it could go great with my glittery snake boots.
It could go great with your glittery snake boots.
True.
That is true.
Love that.
We have, well, so far you've also created during this session as a group a scarf and boots. So who knows what else you'll be able to create fashion wise by the time this is over. Yeah, that seems like a wild roll to me, unless you have a compelling wizard spell for me.
I really shouldn't roll wild, but I will because it's funny. That is a 3, which is well below my wild of 5, putting me in danger zone.
Ooh.
Oh. So it is a success, but you're gonna have to tell me how you disguise this as magic or add one to your wild.
So the way that I disguise this as magic is I am pretending it's a transmogrify spell, like
Mhm.
I'm basically shouting handhold, 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 when really the noodliness has descended upon these vines, and it is my god who is carrying me.
Of course, his noodliness is here for you in your time of need. But secretly, you are able to climb your way up these vines. As you are climbing, because you succeeded, you also notice that some of the wires look to be tripwires. So you're really careful because you succeeded, but there seem to be some little traps hidden in the walls.
I'm totally going to call back down a warning to everyone. And we're like, don't be upsetty spaghetti, but there are traps all over these walls, so you'll have to be sure to pass them carefully.
Hmm.
The magic are the puns we met along the way.
Yeah.
Truly, truly.
On the ones that just bludgeoned us when we were least expecting it. I'm gonna have to rewatch this and do a pun counter. You climb your way up. Are you going all the way up to the face?
Yeah, I want to see what the glinty thing is.
Yeah. You are able to pull yourself onto a platform that is sort of parallel with the first face. I mean the face that is closest to the ground, to be clear. And you see, yep, there sure is that big smile that your friend Tasha put there. But also around the neck of the statue is a string that has a glowing piece of metal on it. It appears to be long with a little loop at the end.
Okay, I am going to want to make a fair exchange and rub some of the glitter off of my boot to smear on the statue in exchange for taking this metal on string.
Yeah, that seems like a wild roll to me.
Oh, in that case, I really shouldn't because I'm already at Wild 6. Actually, I need to look at the rules again to figure out how to not be Wild 6 because
You need to
if I
wizard
succeed, I'm
yourself.
doomed. Yeah, to wizard myself, what if I wizard by using Singe to burn a cut in the string to take it?
Sure, absolutely. Roll for wizard.
Okay. I rolled a 4 and my wizard is 4.
Yeah, you meet it. You're fine. So
Okay.
you as you do this, you singe a hole. Are you just using your finger for this
Yeah,
to kind of
just
like poke it?
boop.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
Like lighting candles at an Italian restaurant.
yeah, you
How
poke
romantic.
it and it drops into your hand, and it is fairly clear at this point this is part of a key. And as you do so, it's in your hand, it is secure in your hand, but the wall itself starts to move. And almost right next to you, a fist comes out of the wall. And it tries to punch you, I think is what happens.
I would like to. Could I try a spell or no?
Yeah, it doesn't. It is not going to hit you with this. For you succeeded, you full succeeded, so it is not going to hit you. But there is something coming out of the wall attempting to swat at you in some manner.
I mean, if I have enough room to move out of the way, I would. Otherwise, I would use the wizard spell of a shield.
Go for it. Shield yourself.
That was another 4.
which is a success, I believe, for you and
Oh.
Wizard.
Yep, because Wizard is 4. And that last success brought my wild down to 2, so I'm no longer in the danger zone.
Yes. So
Nice.
you kind of use your pasta power to kind of but you all on the ground, friends, see, first of all, you see Lena grab this shiny thing, and then you see a fist come out and try to swat her.
I want to try punch the fist.
Punch. Yes, go for it. And then we'll go to FX to see what you would like to do.
All right, so I take out a red like a potion. It's called in punches. So basically, I take a trick of that, and basically let's like do like like one like powerful punch. So I'll use that as a wild.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, I got a 5. My wild is also a 5.
Yeah, so meets it, you're good. So show me what this looks like when you punch this.
All right. So
Right, we got to put the correct glasses on.
exactly. All right. All right. Time for a pop and punch. So basically, like I like glare for a minute, and then I like question my glasses like an anime protagonist, like flash my fists, and I go, it's popping time, and I jump again into the air again, more fit, like more fists propelling me, and I like wind up my fist, fist sort of like like potion like fizz, and I just give it a big like 1-2 bucket my shoe like and then it explodes
Yeah.
into like a tiny like million pebbles like.
Yeah, and this fist just explodes. Lena, it's a little alarming, but your shield lasts, right? It just happened right after, so it does bounce off your shield. But are you going to like stay on the wall, Devon, or are you staying in the air, or is this a jump and land situation?
I'm gonna stay in the air like the anime TV show. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and you're just kind of frozen in the air, and you're like, wait, you can actually get a foothold on some of the vines if you want. You're like, actually, up here's not so bad, like, yeah.
I like it up here actually. This is nice.
Evix, what would you like to do?
Having seen how this first one reacted to having whatever it was taken, because it's 30 feet up, I can't see what.
Yeah, it's a small shiny thing, metallic.
But having seen how it reacts, and knowing that casting Slowish Fall is not a guarantee and does not always work, I'm gonna draw on my experience with stagecraft to start using some of the ropes around here to build basically some harnesses, so that like attach yourself to the wall, and if you have to duck without basically like mountain climbing stuff, but he's getting it from like flying in and on stage.
Absolutely. So you start to wind these together. Are you attaching yourself to one of these, or who are you attaching?
I think at the moment he's just building several of them until we figure out who's climbing all the way up there.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. I don't think I'm gonna make you roll for that. I think that you are, unless you would like to roll for that, but I think that you are working hard, and you are getting this. You are the one who is concerned with the safety of this group, and I appreciate that. You have vines. You do, as you're doing it. Actually, you do need to roll because I need to see if you notice tripwires. So roll me a wild.
Okay. Okay. I have to admit I am almost hoping to get horribly hurt because I trip a wire because I'm trying to keep my friends safe.
Yeah.
No, it is a 5-on-5.
Okay. So you're fine. You notice you're like, not today, tripwires. And you keep you're like braiding it and you're tying secure knots. It's very informational.
Yeah.
If you made a YouTube tutorial series, people would watch it.
It does take my wild to a 6, however. So
Tasha's all of Tasha's eyes have been watching you transfixed, like you are their own personal YouTube channel. Just watching.
Speaking
watching
of
you make all
Tasha,
that.
Tasha, what would you like to do watching this beautiful display of craftsmanship?
So I'd like to try to help with it, but I don't have any thumbs, so I can't really do anything. I mean,
What a dilemma.
like a totally like regular human problem is just I don't have.
It's just when you don't have any thumbs.
I don't have any
Exactly.
thumbs. I'm fully out of thumbs. I got 10 hands, but no thumbs.
I've often thought to
or 20.
myself, like, man, I wish that I had less hands and more thumbs.
Right? I mean, there's so many situations where that's the case. So what I'm thinking, tell me if you buy this pitch, is transmogrify, turn a small amount of non-magical material into a slightly different one, to take the edifice, like to take the actual like surface of what
Yeah.
he's attaching this climbing gear to, and
Uh-huh.
just make it slightly slanted. So it's like easier to climb up it.
Okay.
Make it a little bit of a slant there.
Turn it into a climbing gym. I'm here for it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, maybe foot folds, whatever. Foot holds, excuse me. That failed terribly because I have a 2, and that's a 4.
Okay.
Let's see, that's a 4.
That's the back of your hand, is what that is. No,
Yeah.
roll a d6 to see what the consequences are.
3.
The spell works, but with a negative side effect, and you add 1 to wild.
Oh, and now my wild is at 6, so we're
Right?
having a party over here.
It's a party here.
Yeah.
So here's the weird side effect, because I want this. It was the first thing that came to me, and I don't know what that says about my brain. So as you transmogrify this surface to be kind of slanted,
Mhm.
you get a little bit dizzy, and you now see you get turned around in your trench coat,
Mhm.
and like a normal human wizard, everything is upside down now.
Oh no. I just start turning around in circles. But it's actually circles like at the bottom, and then there's like a circle in the middle, and then there's 2 circles on the side, and then another circle at the top.
It's
that are all
5
going in
separate
different
circles for this
directions.
normal human wizard.
Super different
yes.
directions. It is a everyday occurrence for human wizards. Yes.
I've had days like that. Not physically, but
Emotionally. Yeah.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
The way that I'm picturing this is like there's this one guy that makes videos whose cat just loves to lay in his arms upside down with like the head back, and that's exactly what's happening here.
All 5 heads are just. That's great.
Lena, you have one part of this metal object / key. And you shielded yourself from this fist that was destroyed by your dear friend the doctor. And what would you like to do next?
I think I want to fill everyone in. I'm going to say, okay, I've got one part of a key, so it seems like we need to get the other 2 pieces. I'm assuming that each head has one, and then we'll need to figure out where to actually put the key. That's something to chew on.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Things
But if we
kicking us
break it
in.
down, yeah, if we break it down into steps, then it won't be too preposterous.
Oh, perfect.
It was perfect. It was so perfect I couldn't speak.
Only a little bit cheesy.
Hey. Love that.
Yeah, but it didn't harm anyone. Okay, so I'm suggesting we should probably coordinate and take the other two key pieces at the same time so that it's not just, rip the Band-Aid off kind of thing.
So, Tasha sticks an upside down dachshund snout out through their right sleeve, as one does as a real regular human wizard, and opens their totally a hand, not a mouth, to grab onto a key. And then is still seeing everything upside down. So if they start to walk, they walk in the wrong direction.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Tasha has the second part, the second key part, correct? Like the I'm sorry.
Yeah, just grab the. Yeah. Tasha just grabbed onto one of the key parts to follow through with Semolina's plan, but then went the wrong way with it.
Okay, I see.
Wait, so you're getting it from the second statue?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So there were that was the idea.
Okay,
was to go.
That's 90 feet up. So
boy. So okay. So then takes off running after it like somebody threw a ball as a human would normally
up your
run
slope.
after it.
Yes, you created
just
a slope.
right up the slope, just full speed.
I assume utilizing your friend's harness that was lovingly created for you.
Yes,
That depends. That depends. Have I figured out that Tasha is not a human? Because otherwise I'd be building one. I mean, there clearly are harnesses for canines, but is that what I built?
I think it's funnier if Tasha is wearing a human harness that they then have to work out how to wear as a dog.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even if you made a dog, harness, Tasha went for a human harness.
Yeah.
And just like grabbed onto that,
set as it up. Human.
Yeah, as the human does. The bottom part of Tasha, which is how you refer to things as a human, bottom like 2/3 normal human proportion, snugs into it, and then the middle and then sides and top are kind of like wobbly, hanging on to each other, hang on to pieces of the harness as they also like pull themselves up and scrabble at this slightly sloped slant, wishing they had the magic to have made it more slanted, as they just up as fast as they can to retrieve the key, at which point, if they successfully do that, they will grab it in their dachshund maw looking hand, not a mouth, and then seeing everything upside down, go in the wrong direction.
Yeah, your hand snaps at it. Roll me, I'm guessing wild is what we're going with for this.
Yeah, wild is, well, okay. I don't want to metagame or anything, but it's impossible for me to lose at a wild roll right now, and I'll go to a 7, which means the magic cops are coming. So let me
if you can wizard it up. What spell can
Yeah.
we use? How can we
Let's-
magic this? You can also create ones in concert with this. It's just these
You
are
know-
not the only spells available to you.
I think, thank you. I think what I would like to go with is the power of. I don't want to refer to this. So like a Captain Planet power, right? Where with our powers combined, Trunk, Alma, Sally, Hardamum, Ampersand, clearly Heart, with our powers combined, we are Tasha. And in this moment, the magic is that Ampersand's snout actually transmogrifies in this moment into a human hand with a thumb and grabs
Okay.
onto the key.
Through the power of belief, you have I see it. All right, roll me wizard.
Oh no, totally terrible. For a second I got really excited and I realized rolling high is bad. It flew out of my hand, but I have to count it even though it didn't go in the thing. I have a 2 in wizard. This is a 6.
Roll
Friends.
again for consequences. Also, I'm legally obligated to point out that there was a cat on screen, and now the cat has left.
That is a 2 for consequences.
A 2 for consequences. Well, which the good news is that just means that nothing happens. You can see it. Tasha, the collective wizard being, can see the hand. Unfortunately, the hand snaps uselessly at the rope.
It's actually just the beagle snout going grabbing onto it, can't pull it away.
If only you had thumbs. I mean,
that's the thing. They're such an amazingly talented wizard, truly have done remarkable things with magic today, but they just can't make thumbs. It's their curse.
Devon or Essex?
I think after go ahead.
No, you're fine. Keep going. I'm just keep putting letters in your name that aren't there. Continue.
I was gonna say, somebody up here. I can, after seeing Tasha's failed attempt, I can try and work my way to the next statue myself. So I'm already up above here. So what I want to do is I want to try to work in some. Let's see here. Let me see what I can do. All right. So hear me out. I want to try and see if I can use acid to kind of melt the statue, making sure that the key remains intact.
Yeah.
All right. So I take a swig of my acid avalanche, and I use my wizard for that one here. So
okay, we'll see how that goes. I feel like I know where this is going if it's a disastrous failure.
I got a 2. My wizard
Which is
4.
below? Yeah.
Below.
So show me what it looks like.
All right. So I pretty much okay. All right.
Right, of course.
Right.
Forgive me.
All good. All right. So basically, I from the the Vanamon, I take a swig, and then after that, I just take take the vine and go and I just Tarzan spray my way to the other statue, and I just give it a good tick, stick, and then also just acid again corrodes through the the statue, but it leaves the key perfectly intact as I intended.
Yeah, as intended. Perfect. It was textbook. I also need to share a thing I just discovered when you made that Tarzan noise, which is that I have taught so many Wicked theater camps in the last 2 years that the sound of Tarzan is now indistinguishable to me from 11-year-olds trying to do the alphabet run at the end of Defying Gravity.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's a fun fact that I just learned right now playing this game. Yes. So you as intended, your acid does exactly as desired. Your glasses look cool, you're feeling great. Essex, Ethics, what would you like to do? My apologies, Ethics.
Okay, so we have all three parts of the key,
You
or did we miss one?
two. No, you went for the sorry, Devon, you went for the top one, right? Which did you go for?
Yeah,
Did you go for the one Tasha was going for, or did you go for
I was the one that Tasha was going for.
So there is one more, which is high.
Okay, so I have an idea, but I can't. Well, I could. My chances are not very good.
You have a reroll.
This is true.
Mm.
This is true. Okay. Okay, so if I if I use the wizard spell Harm, it says you hurl a tiny ball of magical force like throwing a poppet firework. Would I potentially be able to like hurl from it from a distance and break the string, so we could
Listen,
like collect the
My friend,
key on the ground?
if the die says you succeed, then you succeed.
Okay, and this is a complete like swinging for the fences moment, which kind of makes sense because my wizard that I'm rolling against is 2, and my wild is currently 6, so I can't use wild.
Do you want to reroll?
I think I have to, because otherwise that may be the. Okay, so I rolled a 4 over a 2, and I re-rolled and got a 5.
Yeah, it hits the statue, and actually it kind of works out weirdly because you aim it precisely at the string that you can see that is attached to this key, and it hits the string, but it collapses part of the stone, so now the stone is covering the string and the key.
Oof. Okay,
Actually,
so
I should make you roll a d6 to see the consequences. I just gave you consequences without here, but I feel it could be a dud. Roll a d6.
Okay. All right. That is a 5.
Okay, so that's what happens. It caves in a little bit. And one piece just falls down and bonks you on the head. It's kind of adding insult to injury here.
Okay. Unless somebody wants to demonstrate the cover mechanic, a 5 or 6 on a failed wizard spell adds 1 to wild, which if any player's wild stack goes higher than 6.
We have 12 minutes left of this game. Here's what I'm going to offer you. I'm going to offer you a sort of devil's bargain, which is that you can be donated a reroll to use on the consequences of that action, which could get you a 1 or a 2. So if someone else is willing to give their reroll, that will keep this going.
I'll give you a reroll to ethics.
Did you roll another? Are you rolling 5s and 6s, my friend? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Anyone got another? We can use them all up right now.
So I
'Cause
used
other
my
than-
first one, but did I use the one from you? Because if
You
not,
did
I'll
not
donate.
use the one.
Okay,
from
I'm
me.
donating.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's well, no, because that is a 3, which is better.
You need to get a 2 or a 1 to make
In
it a
order to
dud.
Well-
not add to wild,
Yeah.
you need a 2 or a 1.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I think that's true.
Okay.
because
There
I mean,
is one more.
on a 3, it becomes a wild spell, which works, but still adds 1 to wild.
Still has 1 to wild. So I have a reroll from the 5 that I bought when I donated 25. You may use
Okay.
mine.
Come on.
If you roll it a 6, I'm gonna laugh though.
Okay, I'm gonna give you mine. I'm also at 6 wild, so that was the only reason I was holding to see if one of these other ones work. Take mine.
This is our last ditch
Like
effort.
take all our energy.
Well,
You
if,
got
I
this.
feel
You
like
doesn't
got
work,
this.
is
then I'm going to do
appropriate.
cover. I'll do cover if it doesn't work because I think I
Okay.
got something.
I give you 1 guess.
Did
Six.
you roll another 6?
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
So
Okay.
pun.
For cover, because we've got the broken rocks from where the fist got punched out of existence, I want to pick up the rocks and be like pocket sand and throw it at the direction of whoever is watching.
Pocket sand.
Sand.
That's
Okay.
perfect.
Here's
That's
the thing.
perfect.
I think narratively this makes so much sense because it's the last room and you guys are giving it all you got. Okay, so cover. Instead of facing consequences, you can cause a distraction, and you, Pun, will add 1 to wild. Okay, so Pun has taken your wild point. There is one piece of the key that is still up in the detritus of this exploded statue. Who would like to do something?
I think FX collapses to the floor and is going to spend a little bit of time
Just rocking back and
with the
forth.
bunny. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to, if it's okay, I'm going to take the risk because I don't think we have anything left unless cover can go again. I'm at 6 wild. I'm at 2 wizard. There's no rerolls left. Having felt really inadequate, not being able to contribute the way that Tasha intended to, because to their great shame, they have no thumbs and cannot make them manifest. They look, all 10 regular human eyes, steely determination up at that key, and with the focus of 1,000 suns, cast harm
Okay.
to hurl a little itty bitty tiny ball of magical force, like throwing a poppet firework, according to the description here, to dislodge it and cause the key to fall to us.
Okay. Roll it.
Oh, hot dice, hot dice. Well, it's been great knowing y'all. I'm gonna go to jail on that 6 on the die. You need me to roll, right, to see if
I need you to roll for
what the
consequences. There
consequences?
could be no consequences. That is a thing that can happen.
Roll low.
Oh, it's not. I'd like to show it to everyone. What does that say? Is that a? I'm 5 dogs in a trench coat. I can't read
Oh, no.
numbers. Is that a 6?
Unless someone else covers for you, this is the end.
I'm gonna cover. All right. So I basically take like my like a clear a clear one called like crystal ice. It's like pocket sand. You know that it's like,
Pocket sand is just your cover move.
yes.
I like that this group has made pocket sand the cover move. Yes, you take the point of wild for, or that you take the point for Tasha.
Thank you.
Yep.
And
all 10 eyes of Tasha's look over at you simultaneously and go in acknowledgement.
I got you, fam.
Thank you.
All right. Mm.
All right. Collectively, Pocket Sand having saved the day twice now in the last few minutes. Always carry some with you, friends. You now have you find yourself feeling that your feet are getting wet as the room slowly starts to fill with water.
Oh hell no.
Hmm.
What are we going to
Tasha,
do about this?
it's bath time.
So 2/5 of Tasha are really excited to take a bath, but the other 3/5 of Tasha are not into it, and there's turmoil. There's turmoil internally. Just lots of inside.
Efix, your cloak is getting wet.
Yeah. More importantly, Bubbles is getting wet.
Bubbles hops into your lap immediately and is like, Bubbles' paws do not get wet. This is one of the laws of nature. Bubbles will not stand for this.
Okay. Spending some Bubbles time. Does that satisfy the costuming thing?
Yes.
I am taking a point off of Wild, so we don't have to do that again. And I guess, well, so I made harnesses for everybody, so I'm gonna slip into one, and for the record, the 4-foot harness was never intended for Tasha. It was for Bubbles all along. And we are going to get off the floor and out of the water, at least.
Yes. You
Which
are
isn't
easily
terribly
able to do
productive, but
so.
at least not wet.
You are easily able to get up the slope a little bit to safety.
Yeah.
Who would like to go next?
I will. I'll try to go for the last statue, like real quick, to get that last key piece.
Are you running up the slope? Is that your
Yeah.
power? All right.
All right. And I'm gonna use my another potion for I'm gonna use harm to break the statue. Take out a purple tonic that's violet violence. I'm gonna try to kick the statue this time.
Kick it.
All right, let's see what I got here. All right, I got a 4, which is a 4. It matches my 4 for wizard.
Matches, so that's a success.
All right, so you see me jump into the air, like do like a bunch of like flips, and I like do like a literally like a Kamen kick, like pop and kick, and I literally like smash through the final statue and grab the final key piece with my hand as it like shatters.
Yeah, it's incredibly cool. You grab the key piece, and as you do, it glows and it warms up in your hand. It's not hot; it just warms up in your hand. Lena, the piece in your hand also warms up. And actually, you have 2 of them, Devon, right?
Yeah.
So both of them heat up, and you feel them pull away from you towards each other, kind of like they're being magnetically attracted towards each other. And in the center of this dark room, all of a sudden, there is this bold, bright light as these pieces of key meld together into a giant, subtle key shape. Truly, wizards are the most subtle of creatures. And as you are watching it, it pulses with this beautiful arcane light. It pulses purple and green and red and yellow, and then it breaks into sparkles. And as it does, as the sparkles fade from your vision, the room around you becomes just a room. And a panel slides open on the wall, and a number of very wizardy people in very pretentious and decorated robes step into the room. And one of them steps forward and says, well, congratulations. I must admit we were a little worried at the end there. There was a little bit of confusion, but it seems that all of you are extremely competent human wizards. And they hand each of you a packet which says, welcome to your wizard license. And it has a bunch of rules written down. There's lists. There's supply discount coupons for the places that give them a cut of the magic supply stores. You get like 20% off at Components R Us. You even get one that's like a half price on a magical mixer. So, that's...
I've always wanted one of those.
Yeah. They also do hand Bubbles a carrot if Bubbles would like a carrot.
Bubbles
MVP.
always likes a carrot.
MVP.
The rest of you, as humans, they offer refreshments for humans because you are, of course, humans. And you are given your wizarding licenses. And as a result of this success, I assume that all of you will go on to have wonderful careers as extremely human wizards. And maybe someday we'll visit one day and find out.
They truly were definitely wizards.
They truly were definitely wizards. And that is where we're going to end our game today. Thank you so much, players, for playing with us today. I will have some channel outro announcements afterwards, but first I want us to go around and say who we are, where you can find us, and anything that you have coming up in the near future that you would like to let people know. For example, my name is Jilly, and I have been your wizard god today. You can find me at Olik It's Jilly most places on the internet. On Sundays, you can find me on Sword and Key, playing Nightmares from the Frontier, where I am playing a character called Cypher, who is extremely fine and cool, and it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. There's a baby dead angel. Don't worry about it. It's probably fine. I will also be running a whole bunch of charity games in the lead up to or through the next couple of weeks, including, I have my list. The next one I'm going to be running on Roll for Good. I'm going to be running Stacks of Goblins, which will have the lovely Danny in it. We're just being silly this week, y'all. And that is going to be at, I believe, 4 a.m. Pacific time, which is a choice that I certainly made on Saturday the 1st. Then the following weekend, I will be on Val's channel, and we will be playing Extra Life games for Extra Life, oddly enough. And I will be playing we're running this game on the Friday again with different wizards. So we will have a whole new experience of definitely wizards. And then immediately after that, I will be playing Dandy Dogs with Mare with like a 1 hour break in between. So see how loopy I get with like 7 hours of TTRPGs in a row. It'll be a great time for all. Then the next day I'm playing Coldly Go, which is run by the awesome Daxera. So stay tuned to my socials for that. And we're going to raise some money for some cool things. Now we go to, I don't remember what order I did this in last time. So Pun, go next.
Okay. Hi, I'm Penlandia. I have been the chosen one of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, and you can find me on Blue Sky. It's Penlandia if you want to team up and watch how bad I am at video games. I make everyone look good by comparison. As far as upcoming fun time games, over on Valdrian's channel for Extra Life, that Friday evening game that Jilly was talking about with the Devil's Dandy Dogs. I will be in that too. And then a couple weeks after that, when we get off of hiatus, also on Val's channel, Fallout game, where things are totally happy and normal in this vault. Nothing weird is going on. And probably at some point in between, I'll actually try streaming video games on Twitch so that more people can see what not to do.
Excellent. Betty, you're next. I choose you, Pikachu.
All right. So you've been watching Sir Black 49 play Dr. Devon, the popping alchemist. So yeah, I go if you want to follow me on Blue Sky, I go by Sir Black 49. I'm also on Twitch as a variety streamer, also as Sir Black 49. I'm a variety streamer, plays like platformers like Sonic, Mario, and some roguelikes here and too. As far as RPGs go, I'm kind of like nothing popping up for me at the moment. I am currently working with Bar Rock Network on the produced Pokemon RPG that should be coming out pretty soon. Not sure when, but if you want to follow me on Blue Sky, I know I'll retweet it once we get like the finalized date for the first season. Other than that, though, I usually just like pop up whenever I've been like trying to pop up more and like some like one shot streams here and there. So yeah, and also like thanks to the wonderful cast and Nerds of Dice for inviting me to be a part of this stream. It was a really fun time and a great time with some really good people. And yeah, that's my spiel.
Awesome. Tall Halfling, I choose you.
Hi, I'm Steve. Tall Halfling on the social, sometimes Tall Halfling RPG. Tonight, I was your stage magician with the special effects. Speaking of bad puns, he is going to be in a sequel of this game at some point as he tries to convince the Stage Magicians Guild that he's still allowed to work with them and he's not actually using real magic. As for me, you can find me tomorrow night at 8 Eastern running some 10 Candles over on Quests and Chaos. You can find me on Saturday over on the same Roll for Good event that some of the others are doing, where I will be running some Call of Cthulhu. And as of just a couple months ago, you can also find me on DriveThruRPG, where I recently published an adventure for Call of Cthulhu with it.
Good on you.
That is
Nice.
awesome.
That's awesome. That's super
That
cool.
is super cool.
Heck yeah.
And last but certainly not least, Danny.
Thank you very much, Jilly. And thank you for having me here, everybody. It's been awesome playing this with everybody here. Super excited to be here with Nerds with Dice and raising money for Roll for Wishes. I did a bunch of Roll for Wishes stuff this year. This is my last Roll for Wishes of the year. Super stoked to have played Trunk, Alma, Sally, Hardamum, Ampersand, a.k.a. Tasha. Really, really happy about that. Thank you, Jilly, for the chance to do that. I'm super stoked for our game that's going to be Saturday, November 1st at 8 a.m. Eastern, because we are dedicated here to doing things for charity that are fun and silly. So we'll do them at 8 a.m. And that's going to be Stacks for Goblins. Tomorrow, speaking of relatively early, I have a 10 a.m. call. I believe it's 10:30 that we're going live over at Pantsless Table. It's going to be a Kokotona one-shot. Kokotona is currently raising money very successfully on Kickstarter. This is a Morkborg or Merkborg, or however we're supposed to say it, compatible game set in Mesoamerica that I'm super excited to be a part of. Gonna also have our next episode. I'm a regular cast member on Streaming Rainbow's Fabula Ultima actual play Olympus. Normally comes out Tuesday nights, so normally would have been tonight. But we're putting a little bit of extra special sauce on this week's edit So that's going to come out on Thursday. Then it's going to pick up on Tuesdays again. If you want to go back and watch the first 7 episodes, that stuff's up already. I am starting on the live streamed Inferno playthrough on streaming Rainbow, which has a rotating cast as part of the Canto Forecast this Friday, Halloween, at 8 o'clock p.m. So feel free to drop by if you're available, or check it out on VOD afterwards. I know it's a big holiday, but super excited to be playing the Serpent there. And then I'm actually also going to be on a couple of Valdriant's Extra Life charity one-shots. I'm going to be doing Wander Home on Saturday, November 8th at, I believe, about 11 a.m. And then going to be playing Monster of the Week on Sunday, November 9th, also at 11 a.m. So please feel free to check that out, and all the other fun stuff that's being done for Extra Life. Also, really great cause.
Mm-hmm. And I know Janie's running that the Monster of the Week game, which is going to be really cool.
Yeah, and it's like a pseudo sequel. And none of the players are the same, but it's Edna's Diner, which I know she did last year also. So
yeah, which is very awesome. Cool. So you are able to check all of those out and follow us all on socials to find out more on this channel. We are so grateful that you have joined us for this part of our All Hallows All Dice event. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, they will be playing Vesson, which I learned how to say today. So that's going to be super awesome. I believe Mary is running that game. I'm pretty sure. Mary is awesome. Then on the 30th, which I think is Thursday, the Vildheim Putrid Soil and Whispers of Hunger will be at 8:30 Eastern, and that will be another Roll for Wishes game. On Halloween, the Discord will be having a game night, so feel free to join the Discord. I will probably stop in on that for sure. And we'll just be hanging out and playing games together. And then on the first Discord, we'll be having movie night at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. For more Nerds with Dice adventures, you can go over to YouTube, where you can watch all of the saved videos on demand and stay updated on everything Nerds with Dice by subscribing to Substack, where we have a newsletter. If you have a story you wish to tell or a game you wish to showcase, the Creator app is always open and can be found on Blue Sky, or you can ask for the link, or you can hit us up in the Discord, where I believe it is permanently linked. And that concludes our wonderful adventure for today. So it only remains for me to say thank you to my players. Thank you to our wonderful producer, Sin. And I hope you all have a wonderful and safe night. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, y'all. Thanks.
Bye.